I know this video was supposed to be me installing the new autopilot, but the weekend came and it was such a nice day, we decided to go sailing instead.
Upon you is taking on water, is that correct?
One guy's taking on water, and then there was a collision among a jet ski and a boat. Susie's reading her book. Is it exciting? Feel it yanking the boat forward.
Annie, can you look in there? Saturday morning, 10:48. 82 degrees, sunny Florida. Just a few people going out on their boats today.
I really like that.
This river gets crazy in the summer. There's a boat ramp right back there that we've gone out of before.
Upon you is taking on water, is that correct?
Are you record that?
So we're listening to this story unfold here on the radio. It sounds like a jet ski and a boat collided, and
Roger, Captain. Do you know if he's contacted Towboat US yet?
it actually sounds like two different problems. One guy's taking on water, and then there was a collision among a jet ski and a boat. There was a time today coming out of the river that there were 13 power boats in front of us.
Last weekend we came out here and I think we had 10 knot per hour winds. What?
Yeah.
Wasn't 10?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said no.
Yeah, it was 10.
Okay, so, and it seemed beautiful, perfect for sailing. But when we came out here, it was just whitecaps everywhere. And yeah, so we're just trying to get in some practice and doing some circumnavigating of this island here. And so it was fun. I mean, we saw some dolphins and stuff,
Yeah.
but it was definitely way too wavy and way too many whitecaps to feel comfortable. So we aborted mission and went back behind the island instead and had a beautiful day
Yeah.
behind the
around back
island.
there.
So now we're out here, back out in the Gulf of Mexico for take 2 of this little circumnavigation of Ancoat Key. And so far, I mean, it's beautiful out here. We don't have much wind, but we have both sails out.
Yeah, we don't have much wind today. It's like three knots maybe of wind.
Yeah.
I think right now. So we're doing 2.3 forward. There's another sailboat way out there.
Yeah, so we're just gonna have some lunch while the wind is still kind of mellow, and hopefully we get visited by some little marine life friends. And it said that like within like an hour or less we should get some more wind. So
Yeah.
hopefully the wind picks up and we're able to cruise on by and get around this island.
We don't have much wind today. It's supposed to increase a little bit later. Check it out. Susie's down there making lunch and we've been sailing, so I locked the autopilot wheel. The autopilot's not on right now, but it's just locked off the wheel with the wheel centered. And about, I don't know, eight minutes ago now I locked it and we're heading due north. We're still headed due north after 8 minutes. So we have everything nice and balanced, I guess, because the boat has not changed course in almost 10 minutes. And all I have done is locked the wheel down. Well, I don't know, it's been maybe another 30 minutes, so here's another update. Now we're done with lunch. And Susie just put away our dishes. We're only going 2.5 knots. We don't have much wind. Sometimes we go up to 3.5. Well, we're almost halfway into the island we're going around now. It's nice out here today. The water's really clear.
Going 2.4.
2.4, yeah. We're just kind of cruising. Okay, but I wanted to show you guys something. So, I was a bit perplexed last sails because this is a loose-footed main, and I didn't have a loose-footed main before. I understand, you know, you can read these things on the internet, figure it out. You know, I'm not going to become an expert. I'm still a novice. I've only been sailing for 2 years. But what was really weird was that this, I know that some people say you should have a car here, and the clue was on this cable, but there was no sail. I put the sail slug in today, and I don't know if that's gonna just break out of there or if it'll work or what. Maybe someone can tell me, but I put a sail slug, and you know what, that's actually from our other sailboat, Not Enough. It slides in here nice, and it keeps the clue there and keeps a nice shape to the bottom of the sail also, whereas before this cable and the clue would be a foot out there and the boom would be down here because you know, the sail wasn't pulling up on the boom right, because the cable would be like it would go from here way up to here, because this thing would just be flying. So I put the I put that in the track here, and it seems to be better this time. Now we're in a light wind day, and maybe that's totally wrong, but or I need a car there, and maybe I even need a purchase. It's working so far. I have the topping lift totally off. It's just loose. It always gets stuck on those battens. I don't want it anymore. I already bought a boom kicker. I know, you know, when you do this sailing stuff. Honey, are you still headed due north? Because we're flogging here. Oh boy. Look at you, we're almost backwind in the... What's our speed?
We're like 10 degrees off north.
What's our speed?
Really slow.
Full-time job, isn't it? We just stopped moving completely.
We need an autopilot.
We need to hook our autopilot up. You know, it is fun to sail, steer, and you know, adjust everything. But on this trip where we have several hours of just headed north, man, would it be nice to just switch the autopilot on and hang out here together and have a few beers or whatever. But you really got to pay attention, because yeah, you just get a couple degrees off, and we're really close hauled here. The wind's coming from like right up there. I have the boom right down the center line of the boat, so we can't, if we fall off just a little bit, we stop sailing. And if we're only going 2 or 3 knots, you'll lose that pretty quick. Well, the next thing I want to ask our audience is, man, this boom creaks a lot. The gooseneck here is creaking really bad, and maybe that'll be gone when I get my boom kicker installed. I've oiled it or I've lubed it with some sail track lube, but I don't think that's the right kind of lube for this joint. So anyways, I don't know. It's creaking a lot and that's kind of annoying. We're in about 15 feet of water here. I don't know if the big black blobs will show up but on camera, but there's like weeds, sandy bottom, but then there's weeds or seagrass under the water in certain places, and you can see that as big blobs in the water. The water's really clear though. It's 15 feet deep and I can see the bottom here. We don't really want to go any closer to shore. We're leaving ourselves a little bit of room. Is it exciting?
No.
The only thing challenging about this sailing moment is
Keeping it north?
I mean, it's not so bad not having nothing to do, not having anything to do. I kind of like it.
It's odd, isn't it?
It is odd. You know, our boating life has been so hectic with like speeding in our speedboat, drinking beer with our friends, sitting on the beach with 10 people. And this is just the opposite of that. It's like we're just cruising along out here in the Gulf of Mexico on a barely breezy day.
I'm not complaining.
Blue sky,
And what would you say the color of the water is?
aqua.
It's absolutely gorgeous is what it is.
Well, that island's so beautiful. It's just palm trees. 6 miles of just palm trees and white sandy beaches. Just beautiful. A lot of boats on the shore over there. And yeah, so we're just making our way. We're more than halfway. But you know, we're gonna really spend, this was gonna be a 5-hour trip if we had gone a decent speed. We're not going a decent speed. We're going like 3 knots, so that's sailing, right?
Yeah, this is all part of sailing.
Yeah.
I was hoping to be going faster, but
Yeah.
it's
I was
better
hoping
than
to be
the
going
Whitecaps
less
of last
creaky.
weekend.
Yeah, better than the Whitecaps of last weekend. We would have done it in half the time last weekend, but the Whitecaps were, I mean, it was bad, the waves. The front of the boat, the bow of the boat, the deck would go level with the water and splash out. It was really cool to see that, and it was fun to go inside, and we both went to the bathroom in there one by one. And man, I could see why there's all those handholds in there now. And that was exciting. It was fun, but like I said before, to do that, you know, why put yourself through that? We could just sail on the other side of the island where there's not big waves from the Gulf of Mexico. You know, there'll be some days when we're traveling, maybe we'll need to be in waves like that. We have no choice, but when we have the choice, we'll graduate.
Are we called Weekend Warriors?
Weekend warrior.
Is that the term?
I think so.
Weekend sailing warriors?
Yeah, that's how working people do things. Until we can be retired
For 2 days
or
at a time.
get a bunch more subscribers so that videos pay for all this and we don't have to work, but we're not there yet. If any of you want to press the like button or subscribe after I said that.
Yeah, no, we're lucky that we don't have to be retired to enjoy this even for a couple days at a time.
Yeah, the radio's been busy today. Just someone taking on water and then a boat crash and then someone else. The guy taking on water was 30 miles offshore, and you know, they give his coordinates and say if there's any boats in the vicinity, please go help. But 30 miles out, so we'd be there in 10 hours. So a Sam Holmes mirror is like a rearview mirror that you mount right there. So when you're laying here in the cockpit like this, you can look up at the mirror and see ahead of you. So you can like lay here and read a book. Oh.
speak to them. In order for us to contact people on behalf, we have to have specific.
You know, we live such busy lives that sometimes you just have to let everything just go to the wayside and get out and relax. Like today. It's kind of hard sometimes doing that because I feel like there are a million things I should be doing, but in actuality, this is what we should be doing. We need to take some time to relax and enjoy ourselves, and we're so lucky that we get to live in this place where relaxing is easy.
Wow, that's a lot of boats over there. Holy cow. At the sandbar, look at that.
I wonder if
Jesus.
the sandbar is even...
Never show up on this video though, but we made it past this whole island. Look, we came out here, we went up along this whole island, past it. Now we're passing the sandbar here, where there's just, it looks like there must be, God, 100 boats over there on this. And we're gonna come around this sandbar and then head south, going back around the other way. Well, we're on a, what's it called when the wind's back over there? It's
And the wind's over there? Broadreach?
Broadreach, yeah, good one. Couldn't think of that. Now we're on a Broadreach because we're starting our turn around the tip here. And
How fast are we going?
probably gonna adjust our sails here soon because our mainsail's not really set up for a Broadreach, but we're doing 3. We were doing 4 earlier.
Sometimes there's a little bit of sand present where you can just put like maybe 2 chairs total, and other times it's like a whole island and you have a lot of land and people can just put up lots and lots of chairs and easy ups and things. But people still flock out there. The water is really, really shallow because it's a sandbar, and sometimes it's even just ankle deep.
Hey Susie,
What?
remember the time we went to the party there?
Yeah, those were good days. So yeah, so there used to be...
Show a clip of it.
Yeah, we have lots of video of that, and I think we even have drone footage. There used to be some really cool island parties there, and of course we went to a few of them before they got broken up by the Coast Guard, or I don't know if it was the sheriff. Somebody broke it up because there's always some fool who decide to ruin it for everybody, and I guess some people were not cleaning up after themselves and being irresponsible. But other than that, it was a great time. DJs would come out and people from everywhere would come out with their boats, and it was just a great time. But funny enough, you know, here we are in the middle of a pandemic, or I guess hopefully at the tail end of a pandemic, and there are so many boats out there. A little surprised, but then again, it is a gorgeous day out, and I'm sure people are just kind of sick of staying home at this point. So they're out here enjoying the water just like we are.
All right, now we're back behind the island. We're headed in the opposite direction, headed south. There's a nice sailboat over there, pretty heeled over, even though I think we're only in about 6 or 7 knots of wind. We're on a beam reach, and we're hitting about 5 knots. We're at 4.6 now. We were at 5 a second ago. We're on kind of our home stretch, and we're moving pretty good. This feels much better than bobbing around at 2.5 knots. 4.8, yeah. Susie's reading her book. I'm just sitting here steering. And man, is it a nice day today. We may not be in Fiji, but we've had a really good day today. We're going around this whole island. Probably been like an hour since I did my last update. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I think we started at around 10 o'clock.
What's that phrase you like to say?
It's the wind and it's free.
That's right.
And kind of give you an idea what about 2.7 knots or a little over 3 miles an hour. That's kind of what it looks like, but it's free and it's the wind.
Wind and it's free. new stereo part 2.
Those two are the strip screws.
Jason's doing the honors.
When you're working on a boat, the time is not deducted from
Yeah.
your life.